Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, last episode we found out a lot. We found out that Aloy is, kind of a clone, but not really a clone. She's an artificial being, or it is very confusing, the actual terminology they used. But basically, the AI, Gaia, created her to be able to stop Hades. Which is actually works out alright, because we really wanted to do that anyway. So, yeah. And now we're heading up to Gaia Central Command. I think that's the term they used for it. And I've got the feeling we're going to run into Silence as well, because we never really found out where his actual house, where he actually lived, did we? I've got to go up there. Here we go. It was well hidden by the shade from that tree. Or I'm blind. One or the other. Grab the pike. There you go.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
Okay, that job was worthy of the slow-mo. There we go.
Yeah, it's guarded all right. But I can get through this.
Stalkers. I can't see any. Mind you, that could just be because they've got their cloaks on. However, I've found that when they're not roaming about, they like to hang on like rock faces. I'm going to avoid getting too close to those detection bits. I think the stalkers might actually be blind. Because I read on one of the bios for it, if you're quiet, they won't see you. So maybe they hunt by sound.
I'll tuck that away.
Yeah, if I can lock onto a turkey over there, I don't think there are actually any. Mind you, I'm going to say that, and I say, oh, there's no stalkers, and all of a sudden I get swamped by about 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, it looks clear. Lots of destroyed watchers, though. I think I'm in the clear. If I suddenly get shot, you'll be very annoyed. Ah, I see it. There we go.
Now I know what they're guarding.
Whoa. Glint Hawks. Ravagers. Oh boy. Watchers. Alright.
Red light means trouble.
Shit, that didn't go well. Come on. Oh shit, there's another one. Be my friend. Holy crap, there's a lot. God, get out of here. Where's he gone, bro? Come, buddy. Where's he gone? Where did your gun go? Kidding me? It's a Ravager without a gun. Aha! There we go. I don't like how there is so much snow. In fact, I can't see where I'm fucking going. Maybe that's the idea.
It's heavy. Well, it's going white.
I'm predicting a Stormbird. We're this high up, predicting a Stormbird. The hell? Doesn't look like a path. It almost looks like treads. What is this? It looks like a crash site. This doesn't look like a building. What the hell was this place? Whoa! The hell is that just sunlight? I'm hoping that's just sunlight.
Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Jesus.
Quickly now. I prepared the way ahead
That
for
would be
you.
why it looks like a crash site.
So you've been in here before.
To a point. You'll see.
Gaia's sacrifice of destroying herself to try and slow Hades down. It was a self-destruct. Literally.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
He's not wrong.
Don't look down. Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. There'll be enough time later for you to ransack this place. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
No,
You
not
make it
really.
sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain.
Oh.
Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon.
That is true.
Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same
That's a
principle,
good point.
it should be possible to replicate
Once we take
every
care of
technology
Hades, just
necessary
build a
to repair
Horus and
Gaia.
get that to create it.
But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Yeah, he's got a good point.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes.
Because in all fairness, he would just be
When you
standing there.
find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
No pressure.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Logging arrivals. Shannon Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
Vegan Travis, you'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smug comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers.
Ew.
And here we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Because that's not slightly depressing. So the self-destruct literally sunk it into the mountain. Whoa. Doesn't exactly feel stable. I thought I saw something move. Huh. Someone up there. Yes!
This should be
Finally.
the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Yes. So once I'm finished here, I can go and get the Terra Weave armor. Sweet!
Guess that's my way across.
It's not daunting at all.
Glad that's over.
Probably spoke too soon though, Aloy.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
There we go. Up. Pull yourself up, woman. For the love of God. Do. Which way do I fucking go? Here we go.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in
Very
caves,
poetic.
ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific.
Yeah.
None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet. A barren sphere. Just Gaia. And her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Damn, that is that is fucking dark. I mean, I've played dozens of games where it's like the world has ended, but this is the first one where you've actually heard the stories of people as it's dying. I mean, you did a little bit in The Last of Us and Fallout, but this one, the stories are done so well, and you actually feel sorry for them. The other ones, it's like, meh, they're dead. Shoot things. Whereas this, it's
Elizabeth.
shit.
I know it.
Oh.
She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
File damaged, under repair.
Elizabeth. What is this?
The hell?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
Oh.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out.
She
That's what she
sacrificed
does.
herself to save those 5.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, all right?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
Elizabeth
That
sacrificed
was
herself.
the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Aloy?
Shit.
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She
Yeah.
was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't
That's
that stir
noble.
anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel, to care, to sacrifice, to believe in life, enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound.
Yeah?
I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Maybe you can find her grave. Or her body.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you.
Oh,
I mean, Elizabeth Sobek.
the Lightkeeper protocol. That's
There's
me.
only one.
That's Aloy.
I miss you.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Huh.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about.
Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. It was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him.
Hello?
He's buried in this pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimon cuckoos. What can he do?
The hell is this? The way we're supposed to go is the other way. What the hell's back here? There's an audio file.
All right. Let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein. May I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator, the patron saint of this crazy endeavor. Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
So Elizabeth sacrificed herself to save Gaia. I kind of felt like she would have done something like that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more content like it. As always, there'll be a link to the full playlist in the description, and I hope to see you next time. Adios.